I love Pennsylvania Blue Stone. It's beautiful. It's soft. It's sandy. It's not too hot when it's really hot outside around the pool. But Pennsylvania Bluestone, along with most sandstones like Oklahoma flagstone, any type of flagstone, anything that you rub your hand on and it's real rough and you feel sand coming off of it, is actually a sandstone. It's all beautiful. We all love it. It doesn't matter where it came from. But there are some real challenges when you're installing it, and it's all real expensive. None of it's cheap. And so one of the problems that I've had over the years with Bluestone in particular is that I've had to go back and reset it maybe even weeks after we've set it. We might do a giant patio, a pool surround. We normally don't use it inside homes, but maybe if you have a covered porch, you might want to use it there. And the problem is that there's some adhesion problems with it when you use thin set. And now an old time tile person, I want to say a tile guy because they were all guys, would soak them in water before he would lay them. And the reason he does that is because when it dries, it draws in it's not mastic, it draws in the thin set or the concrete that it's set in, and it'll hold it in place. A lot of guys don't do that. They don't know to do that these days. And what happens is after a few weeks, that stone gets loose, and you'll walk out on your patio and because it's all uneven, and you'll step on it and you'll feel it kind of rock under your feet. And it is a problem. So I got a phone call recently from a lady that has a really, really great alternative to it. Her name is Sherry Mueller, and she is a designer here in Dallas. She's from California, another transplant. Huh? Go figure. And she said, Alex, I've got this great alternative, and let's talk about it on the show. Welcome to the show.
Oh,
how
thank you,
are you?
Alex.
How are you?
Great.
Yeah,
I'm
good.
thrilled to be here.
Good, good. We're thrilled to have you. So, say it, Belle Blue. How do you say it? I can't even say it now.
Okay. The company is Belle Blue.
Belle Blue.
Which is really just short for Belgian Bluestone.
Okay. And so do they spell Bluestone with two O's? And
they do not. They spell it BLEUE if we want to get technical.
Okay.
So we don't want to talk about spelling.
No, because like I was saying earlier, I'm just a Texas boy with a public education. And so when I see a word, I say it the way I see it.
Right.
And
exactly.
it gets me kind of in trouble. And so from time to time. But anyway, tell us about the stone.
Okay.
And the company. Tell us about the company.
Well, the company in a nutshell. So we are the exclusive U.S. distributor for the full range of Belgian Bluestone products, direct from the largest dimensional quarry in Europe. And this stone you can get honed here. Honed is just the most basic.
It's a little bit. It doesn't have a finish on it. It's
right.
It's a little rough.
It's natural.
Yeah.
And it's smooth, but
right.
You can use that for anything. And there are many distributors who can get it in 12 weeks, or who might have 377 feet, in their warehouse.
An odd number of feet
like
laying around.
Right.
Because this is a big challenge for everybody right now, globally.
Right.
Is accessing these materials and getting them here.
Right.
And so you have a direct access to these people, and you can get it in 12 weeks?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely. It hasn't, the lead times haven't changed. The price of shipping has gone up. It's not as bad as shipping from the Orient, which has gone crazier, China, Malaysia, Indonesia, India,
everything,
all of every place else. But no, out of shipping out of Antwerp and shipping with, delivering this product. It's good. I
That's
have
good.
the
That's
support of the
good.
company.
So, like I was saying earlier, I've had and I love all of it. And I know you do too. None of it's bad.
Right,
There's
right.
not such a thing as a bad natural stone.
No.
I actually had a client one time. We put in some granite countertops, and there was a vein in it, and he said it's flawed, and I said no, it's actually natural.
Natural. Mother Nature gave
But
you that.
some people,
Right, right,
that's just that's how they see it.
Right.
They don't get that. So,
It's true.
and my point with all this is that we all really do love natural stone. Anybody that's in particularly the high end market that gets to
Right.
deal with it a lot really, really likes it. So the challenges have been getting with stone is getting consistent color. And as I look at this stone, I see that there's several different shades. So
Right.
we've got sort of a gray hue to this, or is that just because it's honed?
That is called stone, and these are all different finishes. It is all
But see,
the
when I
same
get a little
stone.
bit of on there, it turns it a little darker. So I like that. That's
But-
kind of cool.
But as we speak, it's going to dry.
Yes, yes.
But with any natural stone, you can put an enhancer on it if you want it to be a little darker or to stay a little darker. But Belgian Bluestone, you don't need to put anything on it. And it's really just a water.
It feels
Cleaving.
almost like it's a granite texture.
Well, it's a
It's
very
hard.
dense stone. It is. It is. It's very non-porous, so it's perfect for freeze and thaw stable. It can be used.
Do you use it interior on countertops
Yes.
a lot?
Oh,
Would
my
you put it in a
goodness.
kitchen?
Absolutely. It's a great worktop. You can use it throughout the whole house as flooring. You can use it decoratively. You can use it in the shower because it's friendly with water. There's no problem.
And so you told me that it's gone through some tests to meet
Yes.
some criteria. I didn't know they did that with stone.
They do.
Real briefly
They
tell
do.
us what that is.
Well, okay, so the technical attributes that you're looking for when you're looking for a natural stone are the density, the porosity, the compressive strength, the flexural strength, and the resistance to abrasion. So this particular stone exceeds all European and U.S. standards for commercial and residential building. So you can actually build an entire, residence out of this. You can build the walls, everything.
Hey,
It's
we got some
very-
images that show just that, don't we? We've got, we're going to show some images here that one of them is somewhere in Greece. I don't know where it is of the wall. What is this?
Well, you have to wait and see, and then I'll explain it.
Okay. Well, as soon as he gets the images up, we'll start talking about them. So
Okay.
this is a stone that, like, from a design standpoint,
Mm-hmm.
that's there's a lot of where we've tried to use certain stones. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Where we tried, like in this image right here.
Right.
This all looks like it's travertine, which is a
It is.
limestone.
It is.
And we use a lot of travertine, but there's certain stones that look beautiful, but they don't work everywhere.
Right.
You
So
know?
on the first slide, and we don't have to go back, but so this shows kind of what's in the market. If you're looking for natural stone, you can get all sorts of shades of creams and neutrals and taupes and beige. But what if your color palette, you don't want those warm color tones throughout the home, or maybe you want them in part of the home in a hardwood floor, but then you want a little contrast in stone. So as you can see, these are pictures back in the day of me on design projects where I was using travertine. And
Which
I-
we still use a lot of.
Sure.
We still
No,
use a lot of.
it's
Yeah.
fabulous.
Yeah, it's
And
beautiful. But the problem that I've had in the past is people want to use it in the wrong places.
Right.
And I don't know if there's a right and a wrong. I just know that sometimes if you use travertine outside, travertine can be very, very slippery.
Yes.
And so you have to be careful with these products where you put them.
Right.
For other reasons other than just the
How they
aesthetics.
look.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the great thing about Belgian Bluestone from our company is that we can direct you on there. Many of these are slip resistant, the finishes. So,
So you have a lot.
put them
So
by
you
the
have some
pool.
options where you can
You
put them.
do.
You can use them inside or outside safely.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And I know, folks, that you can do the same thing. You can use a honed travertine or limestone, but there's some
Mm-hmm.
other things that are problems with those materials, particularly in wet areas.
Right.
They tend to, particularly limestone. Gosh, I got to tell you, if I've had nightmares with natural stone in wet areas, it almost always has to do with efflorescence, which is a huge problem with any limestone. So if you want to put it in a shower, be ready. It takes an awful lot of work and expense to get a shower made out of that's got limestone walls and floors in it to get it waterproof enough to where it's resistant to efflorescence. And efflorescence is that white chalky substance that comes up in the grout lines and stains the face of that stone as well. And so what I'm always looking for as a contractor and a builder is a material that I don't have to have my client call me up in 3 weeks and say,
Right.
gosh, I've got this problem with this stuff, coming out. Now, any natural stone's going to have a tendency to do that, but some of them seem to be really bad. Slate's really bad. Limestone's really bad. This stone is a lot denser. Limestone's like
It
a
is.
big old sponge. This
Right.
stuff is a lot denser, and I don't know.
is.
I think that if you use, now we have grouts that you can use, acrylic grouts and
Right.
epoxy grouts
Right.
that really would fight the grout issue,
Right. Right.
And then if this is dense enough, water resistant enough, then that'll take care of the surface.
Absolutely.
I love your product.
Absolutely.
It's great.
No,
it's great.
fabulous.
Yeah. And so we contact who to get it? Who are these
contact
wonderful people?
me. You contact me directly. And I might as well tell you, we have a website. You can contact me through the website as well. And it's just belleblue.com.
Okay.
BELLEBLOO.com.
And that's Sherry Muller. I said Mueller because that's how she
That's-
spells it. And so I'm just trying to stay out of trouble. It's Sherry Mueller. Give Sherry a call if you're looking for an alternative. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.